Are we pretending to have mustaches?
I don't know what we're pretending to do.
That's what you do if you have a mustache.
Right? I
like the villain mustache.
I call this the Canadian hockey player porn star.
You gotta roll your mustache.
You know what? I just realized this. I think I wore this shirt last Saturday night. I don't know. I love this shirt. It's Beetlejuice, Halloween Horror Nights. Spooky, spooky, spooky. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Welcome to another grim.
Up all night. Oh,
damn it.
Come on.
Oh, we'll try it again. Welcome to Saturday night. It's another grim.
Up
all night. Basically, if you're old enough to remember USA Up All Night starring, hosted by Gilbert Gottfried or Rhonda Shear, you may remember that. I don't know. Does anybody remember that?
Of course they do. See,
we're nothing like that. We play worse movies.
Most of our audience and most people that come and hang out with us in chat are about our age.
Wait, how old
if
are
they know Elvira, then they know the Up All Night.
A lot of people don't know this, but it's actually pronounced Elvira. Elvira.
There's no ray on the end.
It's the Y is silent and missing, which is why everybody's confused and calling her Elvira, but it's Elvira. I'm just kidding. Welcome, everybody. Hopefully you guys had a good week.
What can I do?
It feels...
what?
Huh?
I got a question directly at me, but I can't find the other question.
Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So like last time you guys, this was like a giant mess.
It's invading the space.
And then it's become this other thing. There's more stuff over here. We're pretty much packed and ready to roll for the craziness that is going to be coming.
We have like 20% left.
Horrorwood, California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a good
I hate this.
Oh, happy birthday, Rachel. I absolutely can actually. I don't think we've gotten the Christmas card, though.
No.
So I want to actually go ahead and do that right now really quick before we get started. Are you going to do it with me?
You got this. Well, it's over there.
It's her birthday.
Oh, shoot. Okay, no. Oh, wait. Who's it for? Rachel?
For Rachel. It's Rachel's birthday. We're going to sing Rachel happy birthday, guys. Are you going to join in with me? And I'm looking down because I'm reading the feed. Are you ready? Ready?
Sure.
Ready? A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
To you.
Happy birthday to you.
To you.
Happy birthday, dear Rachel.
Rachel.
Happy birthday to you.
To you.
Yeah.
How old are you now? You
26.
look like a towel. Like bath towel. No, you don't. You don't look like a bath towel.
I thought you weren't going to sing at all. That's why I was trying to move your face.
No, I'm the accent to your beauty.
Fair enough.
No, seriously, happy birthday. I feel like it's been a long time since we've done this. Every week that we say that, every week that we do this, every week that we do this, it feels like it's been a long time.
It does feel like it's been a long time. See, you're behind me now. I saw it first.
Hello, you effing awesome people.
Holy
Scott,
awesome
you're
people.
You're effing awesome people.
You're effing awesome.
We're pretty laid back tonight. Oh my gosh. Scott, we're glad you're here.
We've already been downvoted and it has upset the peoples.
Wait, we've been downvoted?
We've already been downvoted and it has upset the status quo.
It's okay. So we have some things that we really want to talk about, and we have some news. Daniel, this is for you. We got some breaking news, and we got some other things that we would like to talk about. And first and foremost,
we say that all the time now with our breaking news.
Yeah, we have some putting together news. All right. So there's a lot of people out there in the world right now that are doing live videos, kind of like what we're doing right now. Test for Echo 2112666. Peace, love, and happiness. Thank you for the tip. 666. You're awesome. We love that you were here. A lot of people are doing live videos. A lot of live videos, and I watch them because I live off of YouTube. I get entertained by YouTube. I entertain you folks by YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a lot of going on in the world. So I turn to YouTube more than anything else. And I don't want to sound like I'm very proud of us or anything.
I'm proud of us.
I am proud of us, but I don't want, it's not like I'm,
I'm proud of
look
us.
at us, watch us.
I'm proud of us.
But there's a lot of people that do live videos, and I feel like all they do is that they get on and they just answer questions, and they don't really carry on a conversation. And to me, it's horrible to watch.
It's kind of it's difficult. I'll say it is difficult to do when you're one person talking to words on a screen. We have banter, but the second like one of us leaves or something, like I get nervous. Like when you get up to go, and I'm like, oh no, can I carry the situation? Can I carry the conversation? It's a lot more difficult than people just think. Oh, all you have to do is like talk to the camera, and it's like yeah, but you're basically talking to yourself and reading things. God, thank you, Scott.
Robert Blick.
You're
Cookie
reading
Tookie
from a
Nookie.
Screen.
Thank you, Scott.
And it
Thank
can
you,
be
Robert.
very intimidating. Like when you first start filming, period, it can be very intimidating.
You have to get very comfortable in front of the camera.
Yeah.
It's weird, like whenever you're filming, you're looking at a piece of glass, and then you realize that there's potential, I can't say that word, potentially thousands, if not millions of people that are possibly going to be watching and judging you and saying, hey, you said that wrong, which is always fun because it's
putting
life.
Things out there into the permanent can be very nerve-wracking. But the way that I can describe it for some people to understand is that it really does feel like a giant eye is watching you. Like the void
and I love it.
Is watching you. And now it knows where you live.
So yeah, I just wanted to say that to everybody who's out there, and I've actually had a couple conversations today with some people about that. People always ask us, how do we do this? How do we start our own YouTube thing? And the biggest tip that I can always give people, if you're at all interested in telling the world your side of the story or telling a story to the world, is just pick up a camera, whether it's your phone or whatever, and do it. Even if it sucks, do it. Get yourself comfortable being you.
This is actually an accident. I did not do this on purpose, and I kept it because I was like, whatever, I match.
I love you guys.
We love you.
Every single one of you that keeps coming back time and time again, or sends us message, even if we don't respond to it, we read it, and we try to, but it gets hard. I don't
see all the comments most of the time because you can download a program that will alert you to when there's a new comment on a video, but it's not like it's linear.
Right.
So people are still finding people are still finding videos for the first time that we did years ago, and they're commenting to that. So we have years worth of videos, and people are still discovering the old ones and commenting on them as much as they comment on the new ones. So it's really jumbled and mixed, and you don't always get to see where the comment came from too, so you don't see the context there all the time, and it's really hard to keep up with.
Before we get any further, Oscar, you've been here before. Hey, I'm new here. What's this all about? Let's go ahead and talk about what we're doing. Welcome, Grim Up All Night. Basically, this is our watch party, and we do our watch party a little bit different than most people. In order to do our watch party, you need 2 screens, a cell phone, a tablet, a computer, 2 cell phones, a TV, and a tablet.
Or a computer, you can do both.
Something weird.
You just need the one device.
Yes. Basically, you can watch the movie, which the description of the link to tonight's movie, don't watch it until midnight. It's Elvira Mistress of the Dark. The link is in the description below. Click on it, get it ready, because at midnight we're going to watch it in about 20 minutes. Or you could just watch us. Sometimes we get a little weird and funny and tell weird jokes. That's mostly me. Or you can just talk to us, or you can just watch the movie by itself if you want.
You have jokes, you have legit joke lines that you can throw out. I'm more of a joke net where I'm a cute and funny character sometimes, but I don't really have jokes that I can deliver.
Daniel, sometimes Echo, dad jokes.
It happens sometimes. I'm funny sometimes, and when it happens, I'm like, I got jokes, and that's kind of part of the humor. But for the most part, I am
I got adult jokes too. I mean, don't discount. I got some really really good adult jokes that would make you go, "Wow, look at that! Look at that!"
Oh, he's told me a few that he's burned people with at work, and I just kind of go, "Ooh,
yeah,
ouch."
Scott, never. But something's happening. Something's happening.
I wonder.
So yeah. No, they tried doing it. They can't. It's bad. Did I show you the picture of it? Yeah, I did. I sent it to you.
I don't remember. I blocked it out.
Adult jokes. I do. Oh, so yeah, tonight's movie is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. You've seen it. I've seen it. Jessica's seen it. It's an amazing movie. And people have said, I'm wondering why you haven't played this.
Would you fight Michael Myers?
Huh?
Would you fight Michael Myers?
Yeah, and I'd kick his ass. With a butter knife, mind you. So most of the movies that we play are on YouTube, and then we started playing the movies off of Facebook Watch, Facebook videos, which is why we're doing it now. So it opened up a whole new world for us. So you have to have Facebook in order to watch tonight's videos. I'm sorry, or you just hang out with us. Or if you own the movie, which you probably do, just put it in, and at midnight we're gonna hit play. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna have fun. Bam. That's how that goes. Also, breaking news. 2 things.
Oh, I'm not even sure I know what the breaking news is.
We've been getting a lot of emails from certain folks saying, hey, just checking in very nicely. I'm trying to get back to everybody. How are the shirts coming? Pre-orders are done. All that's done.
Yeah.
The shirts are in.
The orders are in.
I am guessing that probably by the end of the week,
what's today?
We should hear something. This week we should hear them. When we should hear back
next coming week, yes.
This week, yeah, because today is Saturday.
Yeah.
Monday, I'm going to reach out to them and say, hey, what's going on? Get a whole bunch of different answers. And Jessica posted on our social media that once we get the shirts, we're going to make a big post about it. And if you were part of the pre-order, you will get a tracking number sent to your email.
Yes.
So look out for that.
So when we have
it's coming.
When we go to pick up the shirt order from our printing suppliers, we will be letting you guys know that we literally have them in hand, and it's probably going to take us a couple of days to get the shirts prepared, looked over, make sure that everything is correct, there's no issues with it, get them prepped, and then get the shipping supplies all together. So from the time that we pick them up, it's probably going to take up 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 days to process all the orders, and then within that time, you guys should start getting emails saying that your shirts have been shipped. And inside that email, there will be a link to your tracking information. Now, once they are shipped, it's out of our hands. We cannot control how quickly they arrive. You know, we don't work for the postal system, but we are trying to get them to you as quickly as we can. We promise. It will be coming USPS. It will be coming through your local post office. The United States Postal Service.
Yes.
Oh my God.
What? No, gosh, gas money. You know what, Scott?
That is true.
Gas money for sure. I will tell you this. I've been having this insane craving for beans, so that will help out tremendously. Beans. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
No, thank you. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, everybody. So the movie does start at midnight. If you are feeling jumpy and you don't want to hear us talk, by all means, click on the movie and watch the darn movie. It's okay. You don't have to hang out with us.
Thank you. This was this year's, this was the Halloween edition of Ears.
Bean craving what? I'm just kidding.
Aside from the swirly Halloween candies. But I basically have, I just got these from the outlets. Some of the Halloween stuff popped up in the outlets. We were able to get in after a long wait.
Oh, Krampus.
Yes, I want to show that too. I just took a shower before we got online, and anyone who has long hair knows that, man, shedding is like ridiculous, which brings me to another side project I'm going to be starting at some point. I want to start doing the funerary arts, the old Victorian mourning art of hair art, which is where they used to, when you died, they did 2 things. They would take a picture with your corpse, because it was common back then, you know, before they started embalming. And they would cut a lock of your hair and then they would take that hair and either put a tiny bit into a locket just as is, or they would take the long strands, like they take a chunk of your hair, and they would weave it into these designs. And I think I'm going to do that with my hair, and then you guys can find it in our shop at some point, which I think is going to be kind of cool with glowing green hair.
Living dead lockets?
Yeah, right? Okay, so I wanted to say really quickly to Aaron.
Aaron, are you here? Aaron?
Yeah, he's here.
I know he was here. Hopefully he didn't leave.
I don't know. He didn't leave. But we got his Krampus card in the mail. Let's see if I can get that to show it without it being all glare. Yeah. I always like showing when we get mail from you guys. And
the first holiday card
I'm not sharing the message
of the season. So thank you, Aaron. Boo.
But he did draw a little candy coffin down in the corner, which I just love. Thank you so much for the gift. It will be very well put to use.
We have about 25 days until we hit the road.
Oh, I know.
Now, 25 days until we hit the road, a whole new slew of things are going to be happening. And plus, we are officially going to be traveling for 2 weeks from East Coast to West Coast filming. The trip plan is done. Every stop that we're going to be stopping at is done. We have it all worked out. We just got to hit the road.
I thought you were going to say play button.
Hit the play button.
Hit the play button.
Go ahead, hit the play button.
We have been keeping our eye on the lockdown status.
Yes. Somebody mentioned about it. Have you guys been?
Yeah. When we get to California, we will be quarantining for 2 weeks. But after that, we're going to be getting right back into work. You know.
And we're going to have a whole bunch of videos to edit, so it's going to be a wonderful thing.
Yes, and we're going to be apartment hunting and, visiting family and things like that. But we're very, very safe. If you're new or haven't seen us in a while and forgot, I am immunocompromised, and we have to take great precautions. So we're very careful about what we do. I don't know why my septum ring is tickling me so much right now.
Well, there's a lot of people out there right now who are coming to Florida, especially from California, coming to Florida to film exclusively at the Disney parks. We love Disney. We love Universal. Our Universal pass is officially done. Disney is rearing its head.
Yes.
But most of the time, whenever we are filming, it's just us. There's nobody else around. We have a couple of videos that came out.
We know we're going to be empty.
Yeah. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. is another video. We have another video coming out tomorrow night.
Tell Carolina to say hi and touch her hair for me.
Wait. Have a good night, Scott.
I love you. Good night. But touch her hair in a really creepy way.
Yeah.
And say, Jessica sounds.
Her hair smells like burning.
It smells. Does it?
I don't know.
Oh.
So tomorrow night, 7 p.m. we have another video. It's a short one, and then we're hitting the road some more next week, and we have some holiday and some spooky stuff. Spooky Empire is happening next weekend. It's a pop-up. There's a couple famous people that are going to be there. We're going to be there. Not like we're famous. But if you are going to be in Spooky Empire, Florida, or Orlando, Florida for Spooky Empire next weekend, the 12th and 13th, if you see us, please say hello. We may or may not have some gifts.
Yeah. So we, thank you, Ken. Thank you so much. We are, a couple of people have been asking us.
Thank you.
We will not be doing an official meet and greet before we leave Florida. If the conditions were different, absolutely we would have. We'd have done like 3 by now, if the situation were different. We're not going to be doing an official one in California, though, either.
Not yet.
Not for some time, but we do plan on revisiting Florida frequently. My mom is here, whom I love to death and I'm very close with. So, we're going to be visiting family probably at least once a year, and at least during the Halloween season.
Thank you, Jamaica.
So hopefully when one of these times when we come back to Florida, we can do meet and greets then in the near future.
Right.
It's planned. We're going to do it. We know we're going to do it. We just don't know when we'll be allowed to do it.
We should have like something on a barbecue place and call it Eat and Greets.
I don't like it.
Oh man. Okay. So I'm all over the place. I'm all hopped up on. I had snacks. I had a whole box of cookies, like going over raisin cookies, and a big bowl full of grapes. Trying to eat a little healthy, and then the cookies, and I ate them all before this whole shindig started. So I'm sorry about that.
All the cookies?
I maybe no. Yeah, I did. It is what it is. Grubs and pubs Ooh, it's my ghost.
Hi, Cheryl. Thank you.
The movie is on Amazon Prime if you don't have Facebook.
Ooh, thank you, honey.
So the only reason why we chose Facebook for the link, and that might not be the greatest link, you might be able to find a more high definition movie to watch at midnight, is because a lot of people have Facebook, and we can share the link. We have Amazon Prime. We can't share that, and you can watch it. Yeah. You can't do it. You have to have an Amazon Prime membership.
Oh, right. It's one of the pay services. Yeah.
So if you have any other way to watch,
it's on Tubi for free.
On Tubi for free. If you have the DVD or Blu-ray or VHS tape, pop it in. At midnight, we're gonna watch it. Did you guys ever live in Evans City or Monroeville, PA? Eric, I lived in Evans City back in probably 2001, 2002. Monroeville, never lived in Monroeville, but I lived in Pittsburgh. I grew up in Crafton, Green Tree area. Excuse me. Burp.
Crafton. It is very beautiful up there. I
Lots
would
of
like
hills.
to visit there again. Not during the winter, though. The summer is just fine. But the bugs, though. The bugs.
You know what? I'm all about the physical media class. Oh, what did we just get recently?
One of them was Elvira, actually. Wait, I think
Pumpkinhead Steelbook. Bam. Ooh.
I don't think that's. Oh, I haven't seen the interior actually. You guys
really
show it on
nothing.
the back when it opens up. Isn't it a bigger picture?
Look at this. Hold on.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
That's gorgeous. I love
Great movie.
Pumpkinhead. That's where we got it. We got it at Best Buy. Yeah.
We are Best Buy friends.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
One of these days, I'm gonna go to Classically Deceased house and touch everything.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Touch all of it.
You can't do that. You can't.
Stop me.
If we just sit here completely still and don't blink, maybe they'll think that the screen froze. All right, what do you think?
Ow.
This sucks.
Like 3 seconds.
Yeah, not without a mask on, Missy. Don't worry.
Well, duh.
Of course.
Well, duh.
We're all about the masks. 100%. And some of our if we are doing a video and we're not wearing a mask, that means nobody else is around in any way, shape, or form. Yeah. I've seen somebody say that, like, as YouTube content creators, that every content creator, even if they're not around people, should wear a mask as a way of like not promoting, but there's a lot of people out there watching you, and you're a social media influencer. You should be wearing a mask so people can see that, wearing a mask.
For the most part, our videos are in mask. If there's any shred of a person going to be in my vicinity at all, I am wearing a mask. I'm one of those people who puts the mask on in the car before I leave the car. Thank you, Ken. But if we're, say,
she is lovely,
in a cemetery or something like that, and there is not a single living soul around, then I don't see the harm in not wearing a mask, because we're not there for very long anyway. We're there for, when we do the cemeteries, we're not there for very long.
Exactly. You wear a mask when appropriate. What else is needed? Yeah. To be fair, we're very adamant about it if we're out in public in any way, shape, or form. And I'm not going to lie, Jessica and I, we travel so much and we're around people. We have disinfectant wipes. We have all kinds of things in the car that we always do. It's the weirdest thing, because
I know it was a very sad subject.
We'll drive and we'll get to a gas station, and of course, on the outside of the gas station, it says you must be wearing a mask in order to enter this building. And not many people wear masks. And we always comment on that. We're always like, man, seriously, like, what's... Yeah. I don't know. It is what it is.
Hey, Richard.
Element Travels, Robert. Yes, that is the name of our element. You might have caught that in that video. I almost told them what next video is. It almost slipped.
Do I know it?
Yeah.
Was I there?
You were there. So we shot 3 videos. We shot Adam Walsh, Charles Whitman, and then one other one. And of course, you could tell
I remember it.
because I'm wearing the same shirt in every video. But tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Be ready.
Oh, I've seen those, Ken. Those are cool.
What's that?
The chest burster masks.
Oh.
I've seen some of them, and they are really intense. I love it.
Did I tell you guys like what one of our first videos in California is going to be?
A very first one?
Yeah, like I planned it out already. I told you, you know, it's completely planned out.
I don't have a memory.
You don't remember. It's okay. I'm like the mastermind.
Yeah.
I'm the evil one.
Where's my chapstick? I need my chapstick. Ooh, me monster purse. One of many. This is the one I'm using right now because it's the biggest and it's easier to get into and holds the most.
Alex Estrada's got an Elvira pinball machine.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that I picked up some more hair dye today.
Hey, check it out.
Yeah. So I'm going to be doing my hair maybe tomorrow. Let's see how well that goes.
Elvis is home. No. The home in Tupelo? No. When we were in Tupelo, Mississippi, we were there and out of Tupelo before the home opened up. We were on our way to the filming location of Tim Burton's Spectra from Big Fish. So we stopped
awesome,
very
Alex.
quickly. How many times do you dye your hair a month?
How many times do I dye my hair a month? Maybe once a month.
Yeah, about once a month.
Maybe. My hair doesn't grow at an exceptionally quick rate. But I like for it to get quite long in the roots, as you can see. It doesn't look like much, but when it starts to peek in through the back, like when I'm standing here and you can see the black spots coming through the back, that's when I start, because I have to bleach it and then I dye it.
Did you just put on makeup?
No. It's chapstick.
Oh, it's chapstick. It's chapstick. You guys want an adult joke? Wait. Do you have a video in Salem, Massachusetts? We do not, Jeff. Not yet.
Not yet.
We thought about taking a weekend trip up to Salem, but Massachusetts has some very, 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 very strict travel rules right now.
Don't blame them.
So we are not going anywhere near that until this happens. I've been to Salem in the past. I would love to take Jessica there because she really wants to go. So adult joke time.
Sad.
It does glow in the dark. Well, it's UV reactive.
It reacts to black light. Yeah, it's UV reactive, so it means it glows under black light. Yeah, that's why I always love having my black light on, but also because it does a really cool effect with the lighting. So
excuse me.
I love it.
11:58. 2 minutes.
Your face is 2 minutes.
Your butt's 2 minutes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. Tell one, Michael. Oh God. Okay. Do I need to
lay it on us, man? Don't mind me.
It's an adult joke. I have a reputation of telling dad jokes.
Make it a dad adult joke.
Oh God,
that's possible, right?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
You're capable of this. I believe in you. See, now you're just putting too much pressure on yourself. Let it happen organically. You'll come back to it later.
What do you get when you put the Energizer Bunny's batteries in backwards? He keeps coming and coming and coming.
I've heard that one.
It's so bad.
I've heard
it's not really that bad. It's really not. Yeah. But it just like makes you think. It makes you think. I don't know. All right. 11:59. Okay. Does everybody know where the link to tonight's movie is? It's in the description below.
Yeah, we didn't say it had to be a good joke.
Yeah, well, I never said I tell good jokes. Get it ready, because it's midnight, so we're gonna do a countdown. You guys ready? Let me get my cursor over here to watch this.
3, 2.
No. The quality. Make sure the quality is good. If you haven't, watch it. But we're watching Elvira Mistress of the Dark. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hit.
Which gas station?
Play.
Have you been back to the gas station since it opened up?
Which gas station?
That's what I said.
Are you talking about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre gas station?
Thank you, BB Azul.
Do you guys want to hear something secret?
Eli. I love this movie so much. Like, as a young girl coming up on movies like this,
no, we have not been back to the gas station.
As someone who's always been obsessed with boobs, like, she was right up my alley growing up.
So, on our trip to California, we're going to be spending, I think, 3, maybe 4 days in the Texas area. Different areas like Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, Lubbock, Texas. And instantly when I say Texas, you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, the Grimms are going to be doing a Texas Chainsaw Massacre filming location video. We're not.
We're not.
We're purposely not doing a Texas Chainsaw Massacre video. So, not this time around. Maybe something else. I figured, we're not doing JFK either. So, my plan, boobs.
Oh, well, no, I wasn't pointing out her boobs. I want to make it louder.
Oh, sorry.
Just a smidge. Just a smidge.
So, I've visited the Texas Chainsaw Massacre filming locations videos in the past, the places, and I've also done the JFK. I wanted to do something
Different
that I haven't done before, that Jessica and I have not done before. And since we're starting a new life, so to speak, out in California on the West Coast, I really felt that everything that we've traveled and visited along the way was something new to both of us.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, we're going to be in New Orleans for 2 days, but we're going to be doing things that we haven't done.
Well, we tried to do them last time, one of them,
right,
and we missed it. And it'd be really cool if we could. And I just like being there. I love the feeling of New Orleans. Has a really great feeling in the city. But
is there anything that could possibly change?
But thank you, Aaron. Yeah, like at some point we'll be back, and at some point you'll get a Texas Chainsaw Massacre filming location video from us. But we found some pretty amazing sites in Texas that I feel are going to blow your socks off. You're going to be like, oh my God, didn't even think about that. Or maybe you did, and it's just going to be a surprise. Echo Travel Adventures, the candy bars, they're the Stuckies pecan logs.
Mrs. Potato Head.
Good one, Harry. Yes, Daniel. It was filmed in Texas, in the Austin area.
What candy bars was it that you liked?
The Stuckies. The pecan rolls. They're only in Georgia, from what I gather.
Looks like it's going to be you and your trusty old right hand.
Julia Stiles update. Daniel, you know what? I'm going to follow... No, I'm not going to follow Julia Stiles. I was going to make a joke about that, but it ain't going to happen.
It just so happens I have an act opening up in Las Vegas.
Well, terrific. You could try your act.
Oh, gosh. I forgot.
Honestly.
I was going to ask something, but...
You said she was a nympho.
Just because she might even be an nympho doesn't mean that she likes you.
What's the big deal? Show in Las Vegas. I'll never have to host one of those crap all horror movies again. There's no problem with the show, is there?
Problem? Complications, maybe. Never a problem.
All right.
Julia Stiles. Oh gosh, if only it was the real Julia Stiles. Well, Julia, I just don't like the way your cheeks look.
$50,000? Are you nuts? How am I gonna come up with that kind of money?
It's not too late to get your job.
She's so tall.
Forget it, man. I'm never working for that playball again.
Tramp stamp. Okay, we're probably a little farther than most people. We're at 5:15, probably about 7 seconds further than most people. Mean one, Mr. Graham. I'm not trying to be mean.
What, mashed potato face?
Yeah, that's right.
See, I was tuned out and I still know what you're talking about. Why do you like Ariana Grande?
Her ponytail. She's so tiny.
She's
so tiny. The ponytail.
I don't
She's
even
just so
care about what
tiny.
she looks like. I just actually do enjoy her music. It's fun.
Yeah, her music is fun, and she's just so tiny. I like tiny people.
She's way smaller than me though. She's
She's super tiny.
I think she's only like 5 foot.
Yeah, we were at the Hard Rock, one of the Hard Rock
Yeah.
things. I think it was the one. There was the one down in Hollywood, the guitar shaped one, and inside the shop there, they have a mirror, and you can stand next to people. Who am I? I'm all over the place, but she was a lot
did
smaller.
Madonna, I think, because it was like for every inch marker and height, it showed you one person what their height was, and Ariana Grande, I want to say, came up to my shoulder. Small, she's very small. I'm only 5'4". I'm not very big. I'm only 5'4".
When you're tired of sailing,
I don't remember who was your height.
with this brand new Jeep,
I don't remember who it was.
The way she squeaks, just so cute.
Elvira, are you all right? Go ahead and call the Flamingo, Manny. Tell them I'll have that 50 grand as soon as I get back from Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Here I come.
Massachusetts. Michael is 6'2".
6'2".
Yeah. He's tall. I only come up to his shoulder.
She's small.
That's small.
I like small.
Small. That's why I don't wear any heels. I used to wear a lot of heels. I did. Because all my friends were always really tall, always Michael's height. So hanging around with just Michael, I don't feel like claustrophobic or anything like that. But like when you have multiple friends in your close friend group who are like 6'2" and up, and you're like constantly doing this, and you're not sure what the hell anybody's talking about because they're too fucking tall and you can't hear them, you wear heels.
The truth be told, when Jessica and I first got together and we got our place together and we moved in with each other, she had all these really expensive heels. And one night when she was sleeping, I broke all the heels off and I threw them away because
He'd be dead if he did that.
I refuse to let her be tall.
I found one of my old, like, super big platform shoes from my goth days, and they actually made me 6 foot. I could almost look Michael in the eye. It's fun. It's fun. It's weird for you, but it's fun for me.
But if you have 2 bars, I'll take it.
I saw that episode on Counting Cars, or Counts Cars, or Counts Classics, or whatever the hell his name was. What question was it, Michael? Oh, do you do? Yeah, we do famous graves. We have quite a few videos on famous graves.
Which one is it? Do y'all do famous? Yeah, we just had a famous grave video came out yesterday on Charles Whitman. Not always. Sometimes it's musicians, sometimes movies. A lot of times it's killers and victims and what have you not. But it's we love doing famous graves. In fact, when we're out in California, every Tuesday we're going to be bringing you a new famous grave. We're going to call it Tombstone Tuesdays. It's a little series we're going to do.
Yeah.
So if famous graves and hanging out with the dead is your thing, you're going to dig it.
Dig it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, I did see what you did there.
I dig dead chicks.
Yeah. keeps shedding. It keeps like, because my hair is so neon, it keeps catching my eye, and I can't like not stop and pluck it. That's why I'm gonna do the funerary arts thing later.
I just love it. Maybe this movie was a bad movie to pick because I just want to watch the movie and not talk. I'm sorry, but
what do you want on your tombstone?
Oh man, I don't know. It's gotta be something catchy, something that's gonna make people want to come and visit us.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Yeah. I think I would have to have a giant bat. I think I'd have to have like a really pretty, either filigree inscribed bat or just like a really big outline of a bat on my grave. I think it'd be really necessary.
Maybe I'll just have mine say, "Here lies Beetlejuice." And people will be like, "Oh, it's the Beetlejuice grave," and they'll come and see me.
Could, yeah. I mean,
I have an arrow
we
going
could
down
just spend a whole bunch of money on our tombstones
to make it look just like the Beetlejuice grave. People will steal that crap. I told you I was sick. Okay, that one was really, really cool.
Yeah, we've heard about the possibility of a reboot show. I'm not really sure
On
how
what?
I feel about it on Addams Family becoming a television show. I don't know how I feel about it because so many things have been done so badly with reboots, and I'm just kind of tired of it. I'm kind of tired of being disappointed and seeing the things that I love trashed. And like getting a bad name because most people don't know that there's originals because of the age gap. I don't think we've done Michael Jackson's grave.
We have not. We will be doing it though on our Tombstone Tuesdays.
I have no idea, AJ, but actually I do believe they are real. Before she became Elvira, she did some spreads in men's magazines, and I do believe they are real. And she's a natural redhead.
Everybody's talking about the boobs.
Bubs.
I don't know who you are or where you came from, but you most certainly don't fit in this house. Why, you don't even fit in that dress. Listen, sister, if I want your opinion, I'll beat it out of you.
Why, you don't even fit in that dress.
Can someone tell me where there's a garage around here?
Yeah, there's one right up the street there.
Oh. Well, would one of you big, strong men mind giving me a little...
Yeah, that one was pretty bad. And
What's
I
that?
actually, the reboot of Rocky Horror Picture Show, I was really, really rooting for that show. There was so much potential to be had with that if you did a remake, and I don't know if it's just like
Bazungas.
I don't know, man. I could talk about stuff like that forever, but
I need it. Listen, is there a motel or something around here?
Well, there's the Cozy Cot down by the Widow Bishop's Tea Store. Of course, her son took that over after she had that spell of ginger.
as far as we know, Tim Burton himself has said he will not do a Beetlejuice.
We'll do it.
When it started going around again a couple years ago, because this happens like once a year, it gets popular by people saying, "Oh yeah, they should do this." Last year, it was either last year or 2018. Most of the supporting staff came out and said, "Yeah, we would happily sign on for this again. We're open to talks." And finally, it got to the point of Tim Burton finding out, and or I guess it being brought up to him, and he flat out said that he would not be doing a Beetlejuice 2. Doesn't mean he will never change his mind, but basically he's booked for like the next several years with films already, and he said he wouldn't be doing one.
Look, we do have a room. Remember the trucker with the bad skin that checked out this morning?
Ew, I could change the sheets.
Beetlejuice goes away.
I you know what? Jessica and I will make the new Beetlejuice movie. Yes, we will. Yes. Yes.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
no. I don't do the acting.
No, we'll direct it. We'll make it. It'll be awesome. You could stay home.
I don't want to see some D-rate remake.
What?
You heard me.
Get it. You and your tiny hat?
It is a tiny hat.
I know
It's a little tiny hat.
heavy
I like it.
weirdos do in little town movies. They're all about it in the star.
And the star. And I love the people that they got for this. Like, technically, when this came out, this was a B film, but like all the people who were in it are just placed so perfectly.
Hey, don't let them get you down. I used to get the same line about makeup from the nuns at the orphanage. Of course, I was only 8. I'm Elvira.
I'm Robin.
Oh, Samantha. Okay, so wait. Okay. Who will play? It would.
It would have to be you.
No.
do you mean?
I know. I'm not gonna be in the movie. I'm gonna make the movie.
Okay.
It'll be great.
That is kind of the plan, Jeff.
What's that?
I don't know about near future, but that is the end goal, to be doing Grim Life full time.
Yes. I have a date set in my head. Jessica will attest to this. I am very goal oriented, very goal driven, and I think of something, I see something, and I do whatever it takes to make it happen.
Yeah.
And I have a date set in my head, and when that will be, and I'm working towards it.
Bloody Mary. No hard liquor served past 8 o'clock. Do you want a virgin? Maybe, but I'll have a couple of drinks first.
Her jokes are always so terrible.
I'm goal driven.
Goal oriented.
Sorry, left my magnifying glass at home.
That's pretty good. Really? I'm ready to talk to a lady. So, how about a blowjob?
Oh God. Elvira's coffin. So classically deceased asks if anyone actually owns Elvira's coffin table book. That'd be cool. We need to like join her club, her fan club.
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, you're gonna enjoy this. Oh.
I did hear that he passed away today. Yeah. Can you watch the behind the scenes of the Night of the Living Dead? We've not done a behind the scenes yet, actually.
No, from 1990. I mean, we haven't even done the the Night of the Living Dead remake. That was 1990 film by Tom Savini. I've been to the house. I've been to the farmhouse. And I've been to the museum, the cemetery. I think it was called Middleton Cemetery in Pennsylvania, Washington County. But on here,
Brain, I swear.
for a watch party, probably not going to do any behind the scenes for that. At least, not until we make it to Pennsylvania again to do that.
Oh, look. Classically deceased just listed more things for me to touch.
What? I bought it last year. The book is a must-have if you're a horror fan. You don't want Jessica over your house, classically deceased. See, look at this face. Look. You're like the dog on TikTok where the eyes are all bugged out. I'm gonna make everybody mad right now. So, Eli U says best remake ever. Tom Savini's 1990 Night of the Living Dead. The best remake ever in any horror movie history. You ready for it? You ready for it? Pet Cemetery. I'm kidding.
All
I'm
your
still
stuff
kidding.
is gonna have my fingerprints on it. I'll wear little white cotton gloves. I will. I'll get like
I did not like the new Pet
the little
Cemetery.
cotton gloves that have like the little oh, thank you, Matthew. Thank you so much.
Matthew! Hi guys, have you seen the movie Something Wicked This Way Comes? Oh my god. That would be an excellent movie for a
That
Tim
would
Burton
be a
remake.
great remake.
I'd love
I would love to see that redone.
Something Wicked This Way
Yeah.
Comes.
Oh, we love that one here. We're huge fans of that one. I'm gonna get a
Do you
pair
know
of
it
like
was Disney?
little cotton gloves that have like the little non-slip thingies on it. I'm gonna touch it. No fingerprints.
Yes. Pet Cemetery sucked the butt. The new one.
But it's not so much that it sucked. I mean, every movie probably has a little point here or there that you're not really fond of and you think they could have made better decisions on what they did, but it was just so damn disappointing because there is so much they could have done and done differently than the original, and it still had been amazing, and they just dropped the ball somewhere.
So there's a movie that Jessica and I do not like, that everybody in this world seems to have gone absolutely gaga and crazy over it.
Whenever you say this, I always know what it's going to be.
And we just don't get it. And I have my reasons, and we've talked about it. I have my reasons, and I'm going to share them with you. But what is the movie that we don't like that everybody in the world loves?
I can't think of the name.
Hereditary.
Hereditary.
Don't get me wrong. It had a few moments where I was like, oh my God.
And this is why, previews can either help or hinder or show too much of a movie. I was excited for the movie up until maybe 15 minutes in, and then I just couldn't even.
Oh, Samantha. See, Richard's like, what?
My attention span wouldn't keep. It couldn't keep my attention. Was it too slow for me? Maybe. It was the one and only time I can recall having gone to see a movie in theater, and I consciously caught myself fidgeting and not paying attention to the movie as if I was bored. And it kind of shook me, whoa, I didn't realize I naturally slipped into this state of mind where I wasn't even watching a movie I've paid for, or how good or bad it is, whatever. I don't know why, but it couldn't keep my attention span. And I'm pretty easily entertained. I don't know. It wasn't for me.
Daniel, if you send me a Julia Stiles t-shirt for Christmas, I will find a way to block you from everything. I'm just kidding. Don't do it. Please don't. So when it comes to Hereditary, to be fair, I actually enjoyed the movie until something happened. And when it comes to horror, especially horror movies, I get very petty about things that I like.
You said it first.
What's that?
You get petty.
I get very petty.
Mm-hmm. I know exactly what you're going to say,
Okay.
and this is it's an interesting conversation between us that you feel this way.
I enjoyed Hereditary until something happened on screen, and I just went, seriously? What the hell just happened? Okay. Look at her. Okay, all right. Gabriel Byrne.
Yep.
In that movie, played one of the most boringest people in the entire world.
Because to you, it was a throwaway character.
He was a throwaway
added nothing to
character,
the movie.
and it was like, oh, Gabriel Byrne. Oh, I'm sorry if you haven't watched the movie. They're like, oh, Gabriel Byrne's dead. It was just like, wait, what? He's an amazing actor, and they put him in this movie, and they just gave him crap parts, and.
It's so funny the way that you say it's as if they put him in and then they developed a character. He has to read the script, do readings with the whole cast. He just doesn't walk in and go, okay, what are you gonna put me here for? They send scripts out to actors to gauge their interest, and then they say, yes, I'm interested in the role that I've read.
I don't know, maybe they changed it halfway through it. Dracula.
That's not how it works.
Dracula's a fan.
Oh my god.
Thank you. Dracula. 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 But that, believe it or not, that's the main reason why I do not like Hereditary.
Because
It's
you love Gabriel Byrne.
because I don't like Hereditary because Gabriel Byrne, one of my favorite actors, is in it. I hate it. I can't stand it.
You don't like the way that character. You didn't think he was a good fit of the character because you felt he was above playing that character.
Yes, I felt like that he should have had a more intricate role in that movie. That's like saying like I don't know, like because what Johnny Depp is like not Captain Jack Sparrow anymore, right? But it's like, okay, so now in the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie, he's just gonna be a beggar on the street asleep. Like what?
If they even continue with those films, I think that it would be unwise. No, so he is still Captain James Sparrow.
Captain James?
What did I say?
Is that his drunk cousin?
Yes. No, so he is still Jack Sparrow. He is no longer Grindelwald in the Harry Potter series.
That's right. Yes.
Yes, Amber Heard can suck a big fat donkey dick.
Right, she gets to keep the part.
He was so sexy in Stigmata.
Do you know why she got to keep the part? Because she got a booty that won't quit.
Not really.
I read it on TMZ. Booty that won't quit still remains fishy.
Thank you, Frederick. Hi.
Oh, brother. Dracula's like, Amber Heard, trash.
Trash. She is trash. And it hurts me that she is going to be staying in a film like that. Chastity Pride. I love her.
Careful, some of the boards are loose.
The rapper's like, bad booty. That's right. Bad booty.
Bad booty. Justice for Johnny, man. Yeah. It had been talked about that he was going to lose Captain Jack, and they recanted on that and said no, he's going to stay as Captain Jack because you're what, 6 films in, and then you're going to replace him. It would tank. If he was not Captain Jack Sparrow, those films would tank. I was once mistaken for Lydia when I was a teenager. Being just my typical goth self, I was vacationing in Orlando, Florida when I was like 16. And at the time, they had the Monster Bash show or something like that. And people actually thought that I was Lydia or one of the characters from the Sage show. And I kept getting stopped and having my picture taken with people. And even the employees at one point thought that I was one of the actors. And I was like, I'm just here to write some stuff. I'm from the Midwest. I'm not from here. I'm like 16. And this is just the way I dress in general.
Somebody said, retire Johnny's character. He's had a good run. Do you know what other movie series?
Agree with that.
What other movie series has had a good run and they should just retire it? Star Wars. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to give people the moment where they go, oh, did he just, what the hell? Then what, did Michael just say that? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm originally from St. Louis.
I like Star Wars.
Michael is originally from Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, right?
What's it called?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh?
Shut up.
Is that anywhere near Illinois? Oh, gosh.
I can't stay very long anyway. No, thank you.
Wait, you turned 35 on the 5th of January. You're getting old.
Again?
No, we're not blurry. Clean your eyes out, eye goo.
No, it keeps happening once in a while, but it is correcting itself.
Taco Bell Lugosi. Please tell me you work at Taco Bell.
Taco Bell!
Please.
No!
It depends on where you live in Chicago. I think like
The Death Stare. That's a Star Wars movie. The
it
Death
was like a
Stare.
6 to 8 hour drive when we did it.
Weird.
Taco Bell the Ghost is like, no, I don't work at Taco Bell. I work at Arby's. I'm just kidding. All right, I can go for some Taco Bell. Gosh darn it.
But we have tacos in there. Actually, we had homemade tacos tonight, but you got home late.
D. Jones wants to be Beetlejuice. No. Singing with Wolves. Any plans for the channel or any changes happening because of the pandemic? No, there is no changes except for things are getting amped up. So a lot of what we do, a lot of the places that we go and film, there's nobody else around. So it's just going to be mostly us doing our thing. We can kind of keep to ourselves and keep away from people and still bring you guys creepy content. So
oh no, I bent my tip.
it's coming. It's coming. It's being spooky. Got a lot of got some abandoned stuff coming. True crime. You're going to break your hat and then you're going to cry and then I'm going to laugh.
I'm good. I bent my tip.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. No, my tip's all bent.
That's right. Taco Bell Lugosi. I think you did say that at one point. And I was just joking about the Taco Bell thing. It's because of your name. But I do believe Taco Bell Lugosi said he was an EMT. Right? EMT?
I don't remember. You know my memory's crap. We're very excited, Dracula.
For what?
About our move.
Oh, insanely excited. Greetings. How many? All right, so Tricka Monster asks. I like saying it like that. I don't like just reading a comment and then answering it.
Oh man.
But I'd like to read it to myself and then answer it.
Okay.
Instead, I'm gonna say Taco Bella or Tricksta Monster has asked, how many ears do you have in your collection, Jessica?
I have not counted, but I've also traded out a few when I realized I wasn't wearing them very much. So I used to have more than what I have now, but I probably got rid of a good 10 ears over the course of time. Plus hats. I started to collect hats, and then they're even more difficult, I felt, to store. So I don't have an actual number because I've never counted, and most of them are packed away right now. And same thing with purses and bags. I got problems.
So Dracula says, I live in Los Angeles. I recommend you guys the Bearded Ladies Mystic Museum and Halloween Town in Burbank. It's open all year round. Perfect. We are going to be checking those out. As of right now, where we are going to be living is in the Burbank area. Those are already on our radar. So, but thank you. Please, thank you. Why did I say please? I don't know. I'm really excited. Out of the entire time that we've been doing YouTube and bringing you guys content, we've never really taken the camera inside our own home.
We have not.
We do live videos, but as we start setting up and unboxing our collection, some of the things that we've been collecting have been in boxes for about 4 years. Crazy. So we're going to be putting things up and setting up things so Grim Life Collective on YouTube is a collection of videos, but keep in mind, almost every single time we do a video, we take a little something. We don't steal it, but we'll be like, hey, can we have this for the collection? Whether it's a
picture of our empty apartment on December 29th. So we've been staying with family. So it's more just going to be an empty room.
Yes, Trash Panda.
But yeah. We did own a black cat.
I hate this cat.
Speaking of, I thought that was him. Me?
Yeah, so this is a little cat. At one point in the past, I rescued a cat and I brought him home I called him Morningstar, like named after the devil, and got him all the shots, took care of him, all this jazz. Now, the cat doesn't want anything to do with me. I come into the room, the cat takes off. I go to touch the cat takes off. So we can't figure it out. The dogs, they're not traveling with us. They're Jessica's parents. Her parents are keeping all the animals. So Morningstar, remember little Morningstar? If you were here from the very beginning, whenever we were doing these things, he was this little tiny thing. Now Morningstar is massive, and he won't come anywhere near me or Jessica whenever I'm here. He just absolutely hates me. Let's see here. Movie plane. Yeah, Robert, I am not a fan of this cat. He is just like the devil. Let's see. You have a black cat. I want to see. He, like I said, he's not going to be anywhere near here. From the Burbank studios of Michael Jessica, it's Grim Life, up all night, coming in 2021. That is darn tootin'. I've always grown up. I've always liked the Burbank area, and we have friends that live in Glendale, and we have friends that live in North Hollywood. So Burbank seems to be like right in the general area. We have other friends as well. A friend of ours lives in Rialto. So I'm not entirely sure how far that is in time, but it is what it is. Thank you, Mad Hatter. Ever see a cat thrown out of a moving car? Sorry, pajama time. I know, right? But why am I wearing my hat if it's pajama time? I don't know. I feel like it's a hat. I got out of the shower. I don't know. It's a hat. We're excited, Dracula. Tramp stamp. Okay. We're looking at 37 minutes and 30 seconds.
I don't think we need to resort to name calling. This Elvira is a person.
So the classically deceased. I am, if I'm lucky, I'm sure I'm classically deceased. I am sure at some point we will run into each other. We actually want to get together and meet you and see your collection, especially of your Trick or Treat Studio stuff. I can tell you right now, we're already going to be at Days of the Dead Las Vegas. More than likely, just as media, but we might have a table there. And I still need to talk to the people at Midsummer Scream because I would like to go to that, possibly as media. What's really cool, Midsummer Scream out there in Pasadena. I think it's in Pasadena. Or is it Long Beach? Long Beach. God dang it. My head spins. In the past, they've had content creators, YouTube content creators. We're spooky, so maybe they'll allow us to be a guest or something like that. I don't know. But I just want to go. I've always wanted to go. Talk to Rick. Rialto is about 45 minutes. Okay. Yes, Monster Palooza next year. That's the one that's in Pasadena, right? So definitely want to go to that. Always wanted to go to Monster Palooza. And I reached out to them already. They haven't responded anything back yet. We've got a couple things lined up. Right now, Monster Palooza is Pasadena. One of the two. Or if I can get into both of them, I mean, that'd be fine. Right now, when it comes to what we're doing and what we're planning for our trip, like I said earlier, everything's all planned out. I have a lot of emails about filming in certain areas. And right now, the hardest thing that I'm trying to put together is things happening in Las Vegas. Like we're going to visit Tom Devlin's Monster Museum, a couple other places. And believe it or not, you ready for this? I think it stems from me being like a little kid and growing up on him. And he was also in Terror Train. When we're in Vegas, I think he's still going to do shows. I really want to see David Copperfield on stage. Always wanted to. And I'm like, well, the hell, we're going to be in Vegas. Let's see if it can happen. So I looked it up on his website, and he looks like he is going to be performing. I'd like to do the VIP package. It'd be cool to film something, but I doubt we would be able to do that. But you're going to be seeing a lot of videos from us in our trip in Vegas. And I'm about 99% sure that we're going to go see David Copperfield. I'm really excited about that. No, I don't know where Jessica went.
What?
I don't know. I couldn't figure. Everybody was wondering where we went.
Oh, cat got sick.
Oh, the cat.
Yeah. We were worried for a second.
Which one?
Black one.
Morningstar? Because we were talking ill on him.
Morningstar got sick. And it was a lot. Mom got scared. She was concerned.
I don't know, Ken.
What?
We're talking about David Copperfield. And, see, that's cool.
David Copperfield is considered a handsome fellow, especially back in the day. He's charming, you know.
I was just telling them that when we're in Vegas, we're going to see David Copperfield. And
If we must.
I'm trying to make some special things happen, some grim life magic. So we'll
I
figure it
got
out.
lost in my own house. I did, yeah. No, the kitty cat got sick. We got him some new treats, and think he may not had been keen on the flavor or just upset his stomach or whatever, but he threw up everywhere. It was a lot.
See, I don't know. So, if we could somehow get David Copperfield to sign a photo or to sign a poster, that'd be cool as hell. That'd be really freaking cool. That's the game plan. This is how I think. It's like, okay, who do I need to talk to that can get us close to David Copperfield? Wearing masks 6 feet apart. But still. These are the kind of, what do you call them? Goals that I put on myself that are like completely unrealistic. And that's the fun part for me. It's like, okay, this thing is so unrealistic. How can I make it realistic?
I don't know. I'm not terribly interested in Mr. Copperfield, so if he gives you the jollies, who am I to say no?
Oh, bumpy bump.
Yeah, I want to see San Francisco. I've seen it once when I was in my teens. It would be nice to go back there and see it again, but I hear it's in kind of bad shape. But it's most of the places right
For what?
now. San Francisco.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my God. I remember when I visited San Francisco and I walked Asbury Street. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever experienced.
I don't know.
Like you really had to watch where you were walking because there'd be.
I hear it's like that now. When I was there, it wasn't like that. Not that I remember, but I don't know if I saw those parts of San Francisco or not, or if I was just in the really touristy places. Probably just really touristy places. I wasn't there very long, like a couple days.
I guess I better get back to work.
Frederick Torres asks you guys' thoughts on the catacombs of Paris. I'm planning to visit. Thoughts?
I would love to see the catacombs.
I would absolutely love to see the catacombs as well. What's that one movie?
As above, so below.
Yes, they're not the real catacombs, but if you're going to Paris and you're going to watch and you're going to go visit the catacombs, do yourself a favor and watch the movie As Above, So Below. Make you wonder.
I just don't think I could live on the hills of San Francisco. I think that would be very difficult and I'd get really dizzy. And one of us would trip and roll down a fucking hill.
Perfect, Frederick.
The book of sight, when the moon list reigned all its light, will then be ruler of the night, master of the dark.
Master of the dark.
Eclipse Morgana. It's less than a week away.
I love this movie, not just because Elvira and her ginormous tits, but it's actually like, I think it's really well done.
There's nothing you can do. You're dead, and I'm not.
I don't know why I've always loved that part. There's nothing you can do. I'm dead. You're not. Wait. Damn it. Mess it up.
I gotta find the public relations person, an email for contact for Mr. David Copperfield.
Oh my god, we're still talking about Copperfield. I thought we were past that.
Or never past it.
Oh, okay.
These things are always on my mind. We're just like, tell them how often I rest.
He doesn't. Okay, if we're watching a movie, yes, out in 5 seconds. If it's planning or anything, if it's any,
I mean, the principal, Mr. Cox.
I'm always
he's always on. He wakes up way too early. His body won't let him sleep.
between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. Most of the time it's 8 o'clock on the dot without an alarm clock.
But you pass out so fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something I would do is.
It's okay, Em. I just want it. Need it for the wall. I cannot wait. One of the things I'm most excited about is
I
getting all of our
recommend
autographs framed and up on the wall.
Driving to Las Vegas by way of 29 Palms, Kelso, and SEMA to Vegas. It's like another planet. Calcium chloride to the mountains. It looks like the moon. Oh, that sounds cool.
And tell him.
Who's hyper? Me? I'm usually the hyper one. I wouldn't say that Michael is hyper. It's just that his brain never turns off. Whereas, like,
Oh, Amy.
I'm hypoglycemic, so I eat a lot of carbs and sugar, and I tend to be the bouncy one.
My gears are always turning.
Mm-hmm.
Gears are always turning.
Mine don't turn. Mine kind of rested. Stop moving.
No plans on visiting Reno in the near future.
I'll be there for you, Elvira.
Yes. Big Red Aaron 1979 asks if we are excited about the new Halloween movie. You're darn freaking tootin'.
Darn tootin'. Darn tootin'. Yeah, ADHD like ruins my life. I'm a night owl. He's not.
If I sit still in the evening, I'll pass out. But if I'm like, then
no, it's true. It's
I've
true.
got something going on. Although last night we were up till we
Hey,
watched
cinema?
just over half of the
Hi,
new
Night Horror Show.
Selena series on Netflix. It's pretty damn amazing.
We did see Freaky.
Yeah, Freaky was amazing. God.
I really liked it.
Yeah, Freaky was good. We've been wanting to watch it, and we went to go see Beetlejuice in the movie theater, right? It was like $5. We had the theater to ourselves up there at Universal.
Yeah.
Ever since then, we haven't been back to a movie theater, and quite honestly, I don't think we have any plans on going back to a movie theater. So we really like the idea of watching movies at home, which is amazing because if you I'm gonna see, this is my brain. This is my brain.
You really like it?
In the past, we've done videos where we get invited to advanced screenings. We saw Halloween before it came out, a bunch of other stuff before it came out, and I absolutely hate when people talk in the movie theater. It drives me so bonkers
Breaks
that
his concentration immediately, and he can't. Hey, Javier.
Yeah.
It annoys me, and I try to ignore it unless it's like right behind me or someone's being really obnoxious or something like that. We have walked out a handful of times because of disruption and not being able to watch the movie the way it's intended. Because I'm not, the price of tickets nowadays, even the price of tickets when I was younger, it's too much to waste.
Says the guy who's talking through Elvira. You're darn tootin'.
That's what we're
Does
here.
me. Right. Like I said, you can either watch the movie or you can hang out with us. We're going to watch the movie any time, but, it's just fun for you guys. I get you. Just joking. I love the movie theater. I hate going to the movie theater. I love the drive-in. There's not enough drive-ins to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
So
I want to have a good drive-in experience.
There's drive-ins out in California.
Yeah.
So with the pandemic, all the advanced screenings to movies have ceased. The other day, I got an email from a movie studio saying, hey, there's a movie coming out. Do you want to be a part of the group that watches it? So on the 9th at 7 o'clock, we're watching an advanced screening of
Tramp Stamp.
Songbird?
Yep. Tramp Stamp.
52 minutes and 35 seconds. Richard Thomas, taking a shot, giving it up from my favorite peoples on YouTube, Grim Life. Taking a shot. Richard, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Tip
See,
666
now you're
upside
ahead
down.
of me again.
I don't know what you mean by taking a shot, but just being here, just saying hello. Sometimes everything goes
I think
through.
he's taking a shot.
Oh, taking a shot. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Drink it. I get you. We love that you're here, Richard. Thank you.
Hi,
I love the picture of your profile.
Oh, damn it.
So yeah, Songbird, which I'm a little uncomfortable about watching this movie, but it's free. It's an advanced screening on the 9th. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a video after that, like we used to.
What?
The advanced screening of Songbird.
Okay.
So that's coming. All right. Don't.
Too bouncy.
Too bouncy.
Hey, brat.
But yeah, so speaking of, this took a long way around. We watched Freaky. We were home. We rented it on the 4th. We enjoyed it. It was amazing. We rented it on the 3rd. I thought it was supposed to come out on the 4th, but it was available on Amazon Prime
Yeah.
on the 3rd.
I want to say when you rent from them, you get it for either 24 or 48 hours.
48 hours.
Hi, Dade.
Hello, Dade County God.
I am looking forward to owning that one, actually. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Freaky, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody, Jeff Davidson, have you guys seen the movie Session 9 with David Caruso? Strange movie. Yes. And let me tell you a little something about this. You guys ready for it? Who here has seen the movie Session 9?
I'm not sure if I have.
Session 9.
I remember like kind of a noir-ish film with him.
Well, Session 9 takes place inside an abandoned asylum.
Okay, I haven't seen it then.
All right. That abandoned asylum is just outside of Salem, Massachusetts. It is now an upscale apartment building.
Cool.
They completely renovated it. But you ready for this?
No.
That building, that asylum, those apartments that people are living in is what H.P. Lovecraft based his Arkham Asylum on.
Oh.
And also like Batman, Arkham Asylum, it's all based off of this one building.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Do-do-do. I have the weirdest mind.
You don't have a weird mind. You have an expand mind. Having knowledge isn't weird. Being able to recount knowledge isn't weird. You has a Buddhist mind. It's so spicy.
What's so spicy?
Your brain. Your brain smells so spicy.
She's like salsa gone bad.
Come on, you know that one.
Thoughts on the movie Run? All right. Sam's asked, thoughts on the movie Run? We've seen the previews and we want to watch it. I want to watch it.
I don't remember it.
It's the one with, I can never remember her name. The chick from American Horror Story and
yeah.
Ratchet.
Oh, I thought it was a TV series.
Oh, it's a movie.
Oh, okay.
Michael, where's the first video you want to do when you get all set up out in Cali? I already have it planned out. I am not telling you what it is because it's a special one and nobody has done it. Well,
I know you've told me. I just can't remember.
the way that we do it.
Welcome to my life.
I'm not saying that we do things differently and we're 100% original, but we have a different eye. And I've planned something specifically for our very first video in California. And to me, it kind of sets the tone for our whole mentality for being there. Old school Hollywood meets new school Hollywood. And science fiction meets horror, and just California meets us.
I know you've told me, but I can't remember because we talk about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, my brain's always going. Sarah Paulson is that lady's name.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Daniel and M and everybody else. Lindsay, yes, Sarah Paulson.
Pink flamingos.
Gallagher Crook's Castle. I don't know where the picture is. I have Pink Flamingos is John Waters. Vile, but amazing.
Isn't You're Next the one that you love?
Your Next is, oh my god, I feel like such a. Your Next actually is the one where the family is at a very big mansion.
What's the one that I'm thinking of that you love like that? Like It Follows.
It follows is amazing.
Yeah. So what's your next? Because I'm not sure.
Your Next.
Get everything confused.
Your Next is like The Strangers, but with a big family.
Okay.
That dining scene. Ooh. So,
is that the one where the husband, she's like Australian survivalist? No. I never remember the name of that one, but it was cool. You introduced me to that one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You introduced me to it.
Nerd moment.
Okay.
Would You Rather is a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I love simple horror movies. Like The Strangers. The Strangers is phenomenal. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. So, don't get me wrong. I love elaborate, in-depth, psychological horror movies. But I absolutely love movies that can be told around a campfire.
I always love this little guy. I don't know why, but I just always love him.
Like, imagine sitting around a campfire out camping, and somebody tells you a movie, tells you the plot or the story of The Strangers. It works, right? Or It Follows. You're sitting around a campfire out in the woods, and somebody tells you, I'm going to tell you a scary story. It's called It Follows.
That's
it
not
works.
true because you love the Scream series.
I don't know what you're even talking about.
It's
You
simple.
hear the Scream series is very, very simple. It's a very simple premise that works time and time and time again.
Whodunits are not simple.
Scream is the perfect example of cookie cutter of telling a story. Like The Conjuring.
Okay, give me an example of one that's not as simple.
The Conjuring.
How is that not?
I
simple?
love The Conjuring, but it's you don't really know what to really expect. Like something so simple that like you can just you can tell the story in like five minutes.
That's pretty simple. It's
The House of the Devil.
Story.
The House of the Devil, Ty West. It's a very simple story. The babysitter goes to this house. Weird things start happening. People start dying.
That's just like The Conjuring, though.
No, it's not. M.
Okay,
Night Shyamalan.
give me a different
So
example.
Shyamalama Ding Dong's movies are classic cases of campfire tales. The Devil, The Village. Like, there's stories that could be told around a campfire.
Of opinion, that's for sure.
Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. I don't know. Like, if I'm sitting around, like, I love religious horror. But if I'm sitting around a campfire out in the middle of the woods and somebody's like, let me tell you the story of The Exorcist, Reagan and Captain Howdy and stuff. And I'm like, this doesn't really fit. It doesn't have that campfire tale story.
Whenever I see a horror movie, my first thought is not, can I tell this story around a campfire?
Well, see, that's where you and I are
I've never
different.
heard you say this before.
I have said it before.
I have
said it before.
I don't believe you.
Rosemary's Baby is very simple. It's very, very simple.
It's a very long, slow movie. They could have cut out so much of it and it'd been fine.
Yeah, The Last House on Your Left. This is very simple. The happening was pretty horrible. God, I gotta shave this. Every now and then I catch this like.
I just like something like The Conjuring. I find to be a very simple premise. It's a possession story by a witch. What is so difficult about that?
Yeah, The Witch. No, The Witch. The Witch is a good one. The Witch is a very simple story. If you could take
that, no, The Conjuring, the possession happens by a witch. She was supposedly a witch. Whatever.
I don't know. I just don't think that it can be boiled down.
Campfire stories are always like blah 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 blah, but at the very end, there's always that little twist.
Well, yes.
A little twist at the end of, but it was really the fucking car driver or the maid or
so like
Captain Whodunit in the parlor room with a candlestick.
So think of it like this. They're two completely different movies, right?
I don't follow you on this at all.
Now think of the movie The Strangers with Liv Tyler. It's very simple, right?
But that's not a campfire story.
There's The Strangers. It's very simple. 2 people in a house. 3 people come to the house. Why are you doing this? You were home. They kill him. Now, think of the Soska sisters, See No Evil. There's this group of 6 or 7 people that all have all completely different backstories who are delinquents who have to go to this building to clean it up. And there's this madman inside there, and here's his backstory. It takes a lot longer to describe that movie. Where something simple like a campfire tale, you can just tell it quickly.
You don't even need to describe his background. You have a killer who does a thing. You don't have to describe why. They just chose to for that film.
Just saying. You're not wrong. I'm not wrong. It's just how we see things. Identities. It is backwards. I've done it before and poured it all over me.
But what would I think maybe just using The Conjuring is maybe a bad excuse and doesn't represent what you're trying to say, because if I'm trying to tell the story of The Conjuring around a campfire, no issues at all of it being like a simple story to tell.
Okay.
So give me another one.
What? You know, Bob, I may be wrong, but I think that might have been enough.
It's another one. Cujo is simple as well. Sorry, I just saw that out of the corner of my eye. Cujo is very simple as well.
Give me another example of what's not simple.
Somebody said The Nun. The Nun is like, imagine walking somebody through the story of The Nun.
Nun's possessed.
No, but like you gotta tell the movie. You gotta tell the movie to somebody of like what happens. Where Cujo, it's like 99% of the movie takes place in a car.
Oh, thank you.
With a dog trying to get into the car.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh my God, Trigger. Trigger Monster for Rad Mobile and Taco Bell.
Really
I appreciate the content, guys. Cheers.
Do that sound.
You're amazing. Thank you very much.
You like it?
Let me hear it. One more time. Oh my gosh, my burpity burps. You guys are amazing. Truly.
We does you. Oh, I love this scene. I love the whole party scene. It's hilarious.
Jessica, believe it or not, ready for this? Jessica is a Baby Yoda fan. I'm not.
He has a name now, you know.
I know. I saw it.
We haven't even started season 2, and we already know that he has a name. It's fine.
Yeah. I don't know. Goji? Or is
Grogu.
Goji.
Grogu.
Goji.
Grogu.
Goji.
Whatever.
Goji. Grogu. Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't watch it.
What were you saying?
Huh?
You didn't sound like you finished your sentence.
No, I'm a big Star Wars fan, but yet I just not into the whole Baby Yoda movement.
He's so cute. Because you're a boy, I guess.
There's dudes out there who like Baby Yoda.
Yes.
See, Richard Thomas, Baby Yoda for life.
Baby Yoda for life.
Baby Yoda is evil.
Because he's adorable.
We haven't watched any of the second season of The Mandalorian yet. We have Disney Plus, we just haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
Baby Jess.
Baby Jess. It's me. Oh, I feel alive. I need a corn dog.
Sam, we love that we get you and that you get us. So you have a home here with us, folks. We're a little weird sometimes. All the times.
I have to admit that ever since seeing this movie, I've always wanted to put a hot dog in a taco shell and take a bite. I like mentally I already know what it's going to taste like, but it's like, gotta do it once, yeah?
Speaking of tacos, Jessica, hard or crunchy tacos? I mean, hard or soft tacos?
I do crunchy if I'm getting them from a restaurant, but I also like soft. But like if you get crunchy shells from like the grocery store, they always taste stale. But I prefer crunchy.
I'm a soft taco kind of person.
Yeah,
I don't like things that go crunch.
Crunchy.
So, what about you guys? Who likes hard or soft tacos? I like street tacos. Those little tiny little like tortilla things, and you little tiny. You need both, Ken. Oh man, I need to
I
shave.
am both.
If I sit back further, you really can't tell that I got this like weird Canadian porn star hockey player thing going on. Soft all the way.
I love Mexican food.
Yes,
I really
Classically
do.
Deceased. HBO Max is showing all their 2021 movies for streaming. I love that they're doing it. Yes, it's going to make theaters struggle. So it's good and it's bad. But I'm excited about it because I really like to either be sitting in our home or if we're out on the road in a hotel room, we can watch it without going to the theater. So for Christmas this year, I really want to see Wonder Woman 84. So we're going to get it for Christmas.
Yes.
A couple Christmas gifts.
Fajita.
Fajitas. Fajitas. Crunchy gorditos.
Y'all making me hungry.
My favorite thing to get at Taco Bell? Steak quesadilla. Lindsay on the Canadian porn star comment. I'm sorry. It just kind of comes out. I don't get it. This is like if this right here is like if Burt Reynolds and Tom Selleck were going bald on their upper lip. That's what I am.
Classically Deceased, we'll probably end up getting like a projector.
Yes.
For watching some of those movies. Because I agree. Some of those I would absolutely love to see on a bigger screen. So I think that we're going to have to end up getting a projector for home.
Oh, I'm so excited for Wonder Woman.
So help me.
It's too thin for a porn stash, Mike. You're right. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's a Canadian porn pirate hockey player mustache. Like I said, Burt Reynolds and Tom Selleck went bald on their upper lip. This is what you get. Balding Selleck Reynolds.
I should have done the ride around town on a big fat rail. She might enjoy that.
Hello, Netherlands.
95 clan ad, Netherlands.
Clan. I don't know, I'm making it up. It just sounds right.
It's a cop stash, that's right. See that? 3 easy payments right here.
What?
Right here on the upper lip.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that, or I'm sure that they're going to come back, movie theaters opening, and I'm sure there's going to be places who, when they do reopen, will show some of these films back on the big screen. If they know it's good for them, you know, I think they really should.
I like the idea, I like that the movie theaters are doing the private viewing where it's like $110 or something like that. You can rent out the movie theater. I'd rent out a movie theater and sit in there by myself.
You get like 5 friends together. That is the price of a movie.
Like, who wants to go see a movie with us? Let's go rent out a theater.
Right? Like, as long as everybody pitched in, if you got enough people, you might only have to pay like $5, you know, if you got people together. And I'm not sure if they include food with that and snacks. I don't remember if they do. And if they do include it, I mean, even so, like, that's still a lot. Thank you.
Jessica's wearing a Halloween parking cone. Wah, wah.
Don't hate on my hat.
No. Who knows? Maybe for Halloween Kills, I don't know. Maybe out in California, we will rent out a movie theater and we'll send out an invite for certain people. I'm game for that. Let's go see a spooky movie. Somewhere out in the California. California. Kiss me, you food.
No. It's prickly.
It's prickly.
It stabbed me in the face.
You're a Disney unicorn. God, it looks so bizarre. Candy corn from hell.
It is candy corn colored. Yeah, it is. It is.
Well, thank you, Ken Feder, for choosing to watch our show and our crazy, weird adventures. Sometimes, yeah, I mean, you never really know what to expect from us. And if you follow us on social media, which hopefully you guys do, an hour before I post a video, I say, hey, we're posting a video tonight in 1 hour. And I give you a little hint of what that video is going to be. So if you're a fan, if you follow us on social media, you get a little heads up that something is coming. And it's always at 7 o'clock at night. 7 o'clock at night.
Wow. Too much NS in the 60s.
We haven't really been able to do the gaming channel,
Yes.
but when we get to California, we're going to be doing a lot more.
It is there. We have a Twitch account, and we also have a YouTube gaming account set up because of everything that's going on, things being moved around. I have the PlayStation 4 up there. I still play Red Dead Redemption. I kind of want to play Cyberpunk 2077, but I'm a little afraid it's going to be too much for me. Yeah, I don't have time. I play Red Dead Redemption online because I get on my horse and I go kill people and I rob them and I get on their horse.
It's the same premise there, basically, as an open world, you know, but I know from
PlayStation
watching the
and
previews
Switch.
that there's going to be a lot of cash options in this game that are going to really not trick you, but I feel like you're going to fall into a lot more cash purchases through this game than some of the other games.
Well, like,
we're already paying $60 for a game.
no, Cyberpunk 2077. This is how much I know about gaming. Like, Classically Deceased, you have a PS5. We have a PS4. Playing the PS4 and the PS5, would we be able to interact with each other because it's on the PlayStation Network, or is it going to be completely separate because of the consoles? I don't know.
That's a good question.
Lindsay, we are huge fans of the Switch. I know we've talked in the past about playing games. I promise you, once we're out in California and we start unpacking things, you're going to start seeing a lot more video content. Tombstone Tuesdays. Yes, we can still connect. That's cool. And the game is going to start coming up. The gaming a lot more. And you might be able to play with us, or you can just watch us. Kind of like what we're doing now, but instead of a movie, it's a game. So, who here is getting Cyberpunk 2077 next week? Classically Deceased, yes. Bird Dog?
There's a handful of games that are coming out that look really cool, and then I realized that like half the ones that I thought were cool are only going to be on the PS5, and I'm like, man, but we just got the PS4. We're not going to have the 5 for maybe ever. It's a very expensive system.
So, shit, don't spread yourself too thin. All the editing Jessica does. Sorry. We have no plans to do any spreading ourselves too thin. We're not sticking to a schedule. We just kind of make whatever we can and put it up whenever we can. Most of the time, if you're watching our videos, most of the time I'm doing all the filming.
Demon Souls looks cool.
Yeah. Most of the time I do all the filming and I do all the editing. And so, like I said, I'm always on.
Here for moral support.
You're a lot more than moral support. She makes all the funny faces. Well, Jessica handles all of the store, all the merchandise, and most of the social media interactions.
That's why it's so empty.
No, she's like public relations. And so a lot of times if you reach out to us, we've said this in the past, usually you get her. If I respond to anything, I always sign it Michael, even if it's just a hello from Michael. But I'm always either editing or working or driving. We go on a 12-hour trip cross country on the highway. I'm doing the driving, and Jessica's doing her games and answering social media messages. So I feel like we work good together.
Yeah. And I'm actually really excited once we get set up in California because I'm going to be making a lot of Grim Life merchandise. I'm very excited. I haven't shared a lot of what has been happening because it's a lot. And with the packing, I've had to put a lot of things away that I want to share. So a lot of things will be coming in the first few months of 2021, and I'm very excited for it.
Trickster Monster asked, does it ever get to the point where you guys are like, shit, it's a bit much? Yes and no. Not on the content side of it, because I myself, I'm working full time, and I'm also doing YouTube full time for the most part. Not videos every day, but I'm always doing stuff.
Thank you so much.
I wish I had more time to devote to YouTube.
That's why the end game eventually is we want to make it to the point of being able to do this full time. Right now it's not feasible, but it's what we strive to do.
Thank you, Ken, a lot. Yeah. So when it comes to content, I get sad that I'm not creating more content. Like, I want to create more content for you guys.
Yeah.
I want to be able to do YouTube full time, to travel, and at some point, as long as we stay true to ourselves and we stay, here, as long as we're here, as long as we're existing, I feel like at some point we're going to get there. And at some point, like I told Jessica, my goal is this. If we can sit there and say, okay, next weekend we're gonna take a plane, we're gonna take a weekend to Salem, Massachusetts.
Hi, Ethan. Hi, Maria.
To film, to just get away and come back, then we're at that point. To me, that seems fair.
How many masks do we have? Oh my god, I'm always finding a mask that I forgot I had because it's got shoved into whatever bag I was using that day. And I have probably like 15 masks.
Well, are you talking about the masks for COVID?
Oh,
or are you talking about the trick or treat masks?
That's the first thing I thought of was like COVID masks.
So there is more content coming. We're not getting sick of it. We want to create more. We strive to create more, but we're 100%. We're 100% all about creating quality and not quantity.
Because if we're not having fun, then we don't want to film it, because we don't want to force something on camera that is probably going to be really obvious. That you guys always know whether we're enjoying ourselves or not. We've gone to places to film things and we're just not feeling it at all. Whether we weren't in the mood or the energy wasn't right. Maybe we came back around to it on a different day. But if we get someplace and we're just kind of like, this doesn't excite me, it doesn't interest me, then we stop.
You cannot escape me, daughter of Divana. I shall destroy you as I did her.
Legs. I always thought the part was so funny when she fires it and then she like throws it down like eef.
Did you think you could stop?
The biggest frustration for us, as far as what we do, is not that we ever get fed up with doing it. It's that the biggest battle, I guess, has honestly been scheduling and time, because we still have to have, a 9-to-5 job. So, we talk about this a lot because of with our up all night. Sometimes people are like, I wish I could come and hang out, but I can't because it's too late for me. And it's like, we get that, we understand. And it's not that we're trying to, purposefully be a midnight show all the time. It's just that Michael often works nights. Mm-hmm. So we do it when we're available. And because, working nights, anyone who works nights knows that you don't have any time to work around night. So, any free time, like literally every single day off we have, or if for some reason he doesn't have to go in until like in the afternoon, that time is filled with either filming on location somewhere or editing.
Yes.
Like, we rarely have any downtime to ourselves. I have a lot of downtime. I personally have a lot of downtime.
Thank you, Robert.
But I'm handling the stuff at home that Michael can't handle while he's at work because he has a job where he can't have his phone on him all the time. So that's why I handle things like some of the social media, all the shipping and the store and things like that.
And
Taking care of the house and stuff.
I see a lot of people are saying that, you know, they're out of work, they're not working, they're unemployed. I'm lucky enough, or unlucky, depending on how you want to put it, to be working an essential job. So I've not missed a day of work. I've been at work since the beginning of COVID, and
Good night, Ken. Thank you for stopping
still
and hanging out
doing
with us.
40 plus hours a week and still doing the YouTube thing. And I mean, I'm not tired because I absolutely love it. It gets a little stressful because I'll be at work for 8-9 hours a day and going, I need to edit this, need to do this, need to do this. And then I have a day off, and then we drive 6 hours or 12 hours round trip. We film
That's
3 or
awesome.
4 new episodes. So it's always happening.
Did you see Jeff's comment?
No. Your Tom Savini has inspired me to start collecting horror masks. Want to start with 3 masks from Halloween 3. That is awesome, Jeff. So, oh God, I'm gonna mispronounce this. Singia
Signia. I don't know.
says, "What is your most weird mask?" Mine is
Bracula?
Baracula. So he also asked, how many masks we have. All my life, I've always wanted to have an amazing mask collection. And I love Trick or Treat Studios, always. Classically deceased, you collect the Trick or Treat Studios, the Tots masks. You know how good they are. They know how good they are. They're based in Santa Cruz, California. When we're out there, I'd really love to visit their warehouse, their shop. After doing Tom Savini's video, and actually getting to stand in that room where he has all his masks, it really lit a fire, and I really wanted it. So now we have quite a few. We have Freddy Krueger. We have
And his glove.
And his glove. And his hat. Yeah. We have Fluffy from Creepshow, which is my favorite character, one of my favorite characters in horror. We have Halloween, the first, 1978. We have Halloween 2. We have the Halloween 2 variant with the bleeding eyes. Creature from the Black Lagoon. We have another Creepshow mask. It's 7. What else am I missing?
For me, I would start counting
Like 7?
which ones we got from where. Because I know we got some from Spirit Halloween.
Yeah, so we got some.
We got a lot of them from our friends down here at Postmortem.
Yeah, and I am so insanely excited about lining our walls in our apartment with these.
Ooh,
so
Lindsay, once you get into Funko,
the Michael Myers blood tears, the Halloween 2. Yeah.
Once you get one Funko, you're doomed for eternity to collect Funkos. Yeah. It's a slippery slope of collecting.
No, I don't have Chucky.
So many.
You had your heart set on playing Las Vegas.
Just not the kind of girl whose dreams come true.
Good night, Amy.
For the Lord.
Amy, thank you for being here for another Grim Up All Night.
We don't have them displayed currently because they're packed up.
Yeah, it was so sad. We got them and we packed them. So the Riku Brown, the Creature from the Black Lagoon Trick or Treat mask that we just got, we're going to be meeting Riku Browning, who played the Creature from the Black Lagoon this weekend coming up. So I'm going to get him to sign that mask on the outside, like right there on his head.
Big Trouble in Little China will always be a classic movie. I love that movie.
Nobody's ever touched before.
Season of the Wind.
Well, you'll always have a free room at the cozy top.
What are the average prices for the masks? I would say 60 to $70 a pop.
Yeah, about 60 is average,
Yeah.
I would say. I don't think I've seen very many below 60, maybe like 54.
Yeah,
Was
usually
it
like
the cheaper one?
$54.99 is probably the
Yeah.
most common one.
But I still don't know how I'm going to pay her for it.
Don't worry. We'll work out something.
Yeah, 50 to 80 bucks. That's about right.
That's about right, yeah.
And they're quality. They're good. They're thick. I mean, they're
Yeah.
nice.
Sorry that I set you on fire and everything, and hope there are no hard feelings.
I mean, you can get, they make ones that are obviously not going to be as good quality as something like, say, Trick or Treat Studios. Like, you see the ones that come out at Halloween at any grocery store or whatever that are latex masks, or just the soft plastic ones or anything like that. And, there's no shame in collecting what you like. Like, I still collect anything that basically has a pumpkin on it that doesn't belong to any franchise, and it might be a cheap mask, but I still think it looks cool, It's okay to add things to your collection, even if it doesn't hold like some high notoriety to it. As long as it matters to you, it matters to you.
Ken Feder brings up a good point. He says, no, autograph the inside, bro. So I've been debating about whether or not I want him to autograph the inside or the outside, like right here on the head.
We're never going to get rid of it.
Yeah, I'm never going to get rid of it. Like, I wanted him to autograph it so I can display it. We visited the filming locations.
Mm-hmm.
We have another big Mondo poster that we're going to have him sign that's going to be hanging behind it. And no, they don't stink. They actually smell really, really good.
They smell like Halloween, like a haunted house.
But yeah, like I've been debating this entire time. Do I have him sign the inside or the outside? And I'd like to see it on the outside. That's just me.
Here I am. Do what the good girls do. Dreams really do come true.
The Dr. Satan one is probably really, really cool to see.
Man, this is so 90s. I love it. She's always just been in like such great shape.
Right?
I mean, I'm sure a little bit of that is like movie magic, but she just has such nice skin. But then again, there is such a thing as a spray on tan, even in pale colors.
Marilyn,
I've always
have a
wanted
good night.
a spiderweb tassel bra so I can make the tassels twirl, but I ain't got no boots.
The far less superior Elvira movie, The Haunted Hills, I love it. It's got Richard O'Brien, who played Riff Raff from Rocky Horror Picture Show in it.
That's awesome. I haven't seen it.
The tassel scene is happening right now, Jeff.
Igor! Igor is cute. It's a cute movie.
All right. D. Jones, last night on the Disney Channel, for all you Disney nuts, they had this amazing show, Disney Quest.
Magical Quest? Magic Quest?
Disney's Magical Quest.
I think it was Magic Quest.
It was phenomenal. They had the cast, 4 of the cast from the Disney movie Zombies that we love, running through the Magic Kingdom, behind the scenes of the Haunted Mansion, down in the ballroom, and all these other places, like paddling like a canoe through the moat, doing this like a scavenger hunt obstacle course. It was a lot of fun.
Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Have a good night, Jamaica. This is a great movie. I was a little concerned that the quality wasn't going to be that well, to be honest. And
like everything nowadays, I get it is HD, but this was not filmed in HD.
no,
So I actually like it that it has that little fuzziness over it because that's like the original quality, and I love that.
Spider Baby is an amazing movie. I love Spider Baby.
Our passes are ending when we move for Disney World, and Disneyland isn't open, so we're making sure that we get in some Disney days before we go. It's really difficult though because with the whole reservation system, you can only do a couple of days at a time, even though you're pass holders. So you can't just walk in whenever you want. You have to have it scheduled ahead of time. And when you have a set schedule, it's not always easy, but we're making sure that we're getting to see a bunch of stuff for the last time before we go.
There's something that I've always wanted to do at Disney.
What?
That
Oh no.
that nobody does, that nobody really knows about.
What?
And it's our secret spot to watch fireworks.
Oh yeah.
So we might take you guys to a secret spot to watch Disney fireworks.
If the lights allow and all that.
Yeah.
A lot of you guys don't know, but on Christmas Eve, Michael proposed to me at Disney World in front of the Cinderella's castle at Magic Kingdom. It's very romantic.
It was very romantic.
Oh, very romantic.
Very romantic.
Very romantic. They're not doing the lights on the castle this year, though. They are doing a light show on the castle, but they're not. The castle is not covered in the lights that it usually is.
Romeo, wherefore
Romeo.
Oh, turn it off. Just One Fix. Right? It's Ministry. The music video for Ministry just one fix.
Oh, thank God I said yes.
Right? Jinx, now you can't talk until somebody, I don't know.
It was very romantic.
We will, all right, so here's the thing, right? Jessica and I have been friends for years.
Like 5 years.
And it wasn't always like we talked every day. It would be a couple months before we'd hey, how's it going? You doing good? You doing good? And then one day, it was Halloween. Makes a long story short. It was Halloween. We started talking. And
on like a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, more on a day-to-day basis. We were both single at the time. In the past, we were never aligned like that. But we were both single, and we're like, okay, well, we've been friends for a long time. I kind of had a thing for you. You kind of had a thing for me, but we're always with other people, so let's be respectful.
But we never even said anything.
Yeah, but
I never knew that you had a thing for me.
But now that we were like, it was Halloween.
Did you know I had a thing for you?
No. And then Halloween came. And we just kind of started talking, and we realized that we had a thing for each other, and we both felt mutually about it. So we're like, let's get together and meet finally. So that was Halloween. Christmas Eve, we met for the very first time, like 2 months later. Well, 1 month later, 2 months later. And
technically 2 months because it was Christmas Eve.
Upon meeting her for the very first time, I asked her to marry me.
I said yes.
Yeah. And then 2 months later,
I still have the same ring. It's pretty. It's common.
2 months later, she moved from Orlando up to Savannah, and we were living together.
Yeah.
So then 3 months later, we were married.
Yes.
And now we're coming up on 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years, May 1st.
Yeah.
It's crazy how life works.
So engaged on Christmas Eve, married May 1st. So basically married 5 months later. A couple days off.
And you're amazing. That's what I get. Yeah, Richard, thank you. Best couple, best love story. You guys are awesome.
Even though we've been married for 4 years, and I still don't always know how to accept compliments even from my husband, because it's something that I wasn't used to previously. So like some people have commented on our videos how Michael dotes on me a lot, and he's always telling me how pretty I am and things like that. And my love language, as it were, because I sometimes have difficulty putting things into physical words, so I have more expressions.
Get your parking cone off me. Marrying your best friend is awesome. However, if she's a cheater, what?
Uh-oh.
But when
that went downhill fast.
No matter how badly she. Interesting. Sorry, Ken.
What? Sorry. I know. The first line was like really great, and then we're like, oh.
We have been in some of the worst relationships we've ever been in the past. And I'm not saying that we are always the angels. I mean, we've had bad things done to us, and we're human beings, and you learn.
You've been coned.
You make mistakes, and you have mistakes made to you.
I've done tons of stupid things, and I've experienced a lot of stupid things.
But meeting you, it's been absolutely phenomenal.
I found my soulmate. Do you remember the conversation I was having with you last night? Probably not, because you never remember anything once you start getting sleepy.
No, I was watching Selena and I passed out.
Yeah, okay. So I didn't think you remember this, but I was trying to tell you about an epiphany I'd had the other night. I recently finally watched Altered Carbon. I'm a huge sci-fi nerd. I love sci-fi, okay? And in it, is kind of surrounded by a really sappy love story. Love tragedy, however you want to say that. And long story short, it's a love that was fueled still and heavily present like 300 years later, kind of thing. They weren't alive for 300 years, but some of them were. Anyway. And it got me thinking about how sometimes we talk about life experiences, and what other people think and how things are felt and etc. And see, I'm not always good with my words, but it made me realize that if ever anything were to tragically happen, that we would absolutely be one of those love stories where it's like, I've been brought back from, using modern technology because it's a common thing. And I'm still on for vengeance like 300 years later. Like that would be me. Like if someone ever took you from me prematurely, violently, and it was one of those systems like Demolition Man where you can be put on ice, your ice, whatever. And if I woke up 300 years later as if it was yesterday, I would still be like, give me some guns. Or I'd be trying to bring you back or whatever. You had that one singular focus would be to always have you next to me. 300 years from now, 20 years from now,
I have a rule that any place we ever live has a basement. So in case she goes before me, I can still keep her.
Oh, like that story we read at the, when we went to see Robert the Doll.
Yeah.
Yeah. He kept her. He firmly believed he could bring her back. I'm not going to hold on to your rotting corpse.
No, that's what make Ziploc bags for.
You'd still rot though, baby. You'd just be gooey in a plastic
You
bag.
gotta put me in a container and you gotta burp it. My grandma said you gotta burp it. So which one's the spaghetti? Well, not that one. That one's my husband.
No. Oh, did you make spaghetti and meatballs? No, just balls. That one's just balls. They're huge.
That story is nuts.
Oh my god.
Nothing meat's meat, and a man's got to eat. Okay, that just turned really, really twisted, real quick.
Dude.
Honey, you cooked Grandpa. Oh God.
That went from like sappy to gross real quick.
Right? Oh, I was waiting for it. I was waiting for you to breathe so I can
You
be
really
like.
don't remember me talking to you
No,
about that last night?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Do you remember what?
We have long conversations.
When's our wedding anniversary?
Never remember. May 1st.
Good. She learns. We've been drilling it in her
I
head.
know what the day is. I just don't know what the year is.
Oh, so look, somebody says they need
I've
a
never
bath. They
been
feel so
very
dirty.
good with years. Like, I'm not one of those people who can be
Yes,
like,
Wolf
oh, yes,
138, we are.
2001, I was this years old and this was happening. My brain does not operate like that. My brain does not have that kind of a function.
Travis Ritter asks, the Walsh story always freaks him out. And
Mhm.
seeing the spot was crazy. How was walking up to the area? It was walking up to the area where, okay, believe it or not, walking along the turnpike to where Adam's head was found, it was pretty surreal. But for me, it was a little bit weirder to walk through that Target.
Was it?
Yeah, like knowing that that this Target, this new building now stands on the ground where Adam was abducted, where the beginning of the nightmare began. That to me was more surreal than visiting where his head was found, I guess you would say.
It didn't feel like a normal Target. It had the layout and everything like all Targets do, but I don't know, something, maybe it's because it started to rain, like the air felt weird, you know? So it didn't feel surreal to me, but I felt touched in a way, in some kind of a way. I didn't go up to the location over by the bridge. I was just not feeling well that day, so I wasn't really in any of the videos that day, but you know, I was there.
We understand, Oscar. To be honest,
we did park way back. Yeah, it's off of a really busy highway.
It's a turnpike.
Yeah.
To be complete, so Oscar says, "Gotta say truth. I can't watch the Adam Walsh one. It's too much." Truth be told, on our end, we were really unsure how people were going to receive it.
Oh, thank you so much, Zach. We love you too.
Thank you, Zach. It is a very touchy subject. We all grew up on it. It changed so much, the way our parents reacted, the way that we reacted.
Changed a lot of things throughout everything.
And I even having the thumbnail with a picture of Adam on there, I was a little scared to put that out there, thinking that people might not receive it as respectfully as we intended it. And so I was a little cautious. I was going to put it out there regardless.
No matter what you do, there's always going to be someone who sees. If you were to cover a story, someone is going to see it as taking someone's grief and trying to profit off of it. That is not the case.
Exactly, not in good taste.
True crime has
Thank you,
been.
Patrick.
Thank you so much, Patrick. True crime stories has been something that has fascinated humans since the beginning of time. There are TV channels that are dedicated only to true crime stories, whether it's a child or not, you know, and they show the gruesome photos of the crime scenes and all their stuff like that. And it's like, you know, we kind of sat down and we thought about that kind of content. It's like, well, we don't approach it in that kind of way at all. We're not going for a gruesome story. We're not going for a shock and awe, you know. We're just telling the story of this family, and we're respecting the child and everything, and it's more in a memoriam to some. Whenever we do things like this, it's always like in memory of that person, not the guys, guess what happened? You know, we're never, I mean, it's not like that for us. So, but no matter how respectful we are, someone is always going to have a problem with it because the age of the person. I
don't like the term YouTuber. I don't consider what we do vlogs. And maybe that's just me kind of overly glorifying what we do. I like to think of what we do as a show. It's not a personal diary or anything. It's like we have something to show you. We're going to turn our camera on and we're going to show it to you. History is history. No matter if it's good, it's bad, it's ugly, it's perfect. It's history. and you can't erase it. It happened,
Right.
you know? And we're not glorifying it. Instead,
No.
we're saying, hey, this is something that happened. And if you want to watch it, here's the reality of it. This is where it took place, you know? It was pretty surreal because, you know, growing up in Pittsburgh and you hear these stories, and to be able to be where this horror story took place, it really brought it home.
Well, it's just like there's another story of a girl who went missing again in the 80s. It was after John Walsh, because John Walsh happened like, what was it, late 70s or very early 80s?
Early 80s.
Like 81. So I was born in 82. So that most of that happened before I was born. But the story that really affected my childhood was when the girl went missing, who was playing in her front yard and was abducted. She was like 8, I think. She was a little bit older than Adam. And that one, I think, was the one where things started to become, it's 9 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? That was a big thing when I was a kid. That note on the television happening, and, you know, making parents aware where their children are because things were happening and children were being abducted. And they just, like, this year were able to prove who did it. And that was a big, and so that's been in the news a lot, of people being like, oh my God, I remember that from when I was a child, people who were my age. And because because of modern technology, were able to find out who had done it. And I don't, you guys know I'm terrible with names, but if you're my age, you probably know who it is without me having to say anything. But if I were to say that, my mom would immediately know the name. I'm terrible with names.
We got a lot of crazy stuff coming.
Yeah.
We have some really sad stuff. We got some pretty horrendous stuff. We try really hard to give you guys something. I always wanted to be a filmmaker. I always wanted to be a director. And I like to think that our videos stand out more than most people out there. We put a lot of time into the shots that we do. The story. We never rehearse anything. We don't have a script. And sometimes we'll say stupid stuff.
Yeah. And
it's on the web forever. But it's us exploring and taking you with us. It's us always trying to keep life interesting. We have so many plans for the future. And we have no plan on stopping doing this YouTube thing and creating a family with you guys. We love you all.
We're always going to take you with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys mean the world to us. All of this would not be possible if you guys weren't enjoying what we do. Oh. So thank you.
Sorry.
Hiccup.
I ate your love too fast. Bubbles.
I tried scaring you.
Oh, sorry.
Dang it. With that being said, I do want to say goodnight. And I really don't know how to say thank you enough. So just be healthy, be sane out there. And we love all your contributions, the different live chats, the donations, buying t-shirts, buying stickers, the Patreon club members. All that stuff's happening, and all that stuff is going to continue to grow. We love it all. But more than anything, we just love that you guys choose to be here time and time again. I love seeing names like Taco Bella Lugosi. I remember the first time that I saw that and thought it was cool.
Elvis Stooges.
Elvis Stooges. Stooges. M and Zach and Scott. He's already long gone.
Yeah.
So many different names. Aaron. You guys are a family. Tricksta, Tricka, Monster, Grim Life, Travis. Have a good night. Till next week. Oh yeah, tomorrow, 7 o'clock p.m. We have another video coming out. It's a short one, but I think you're gonna love who it's on.
I love who it's on.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys. TTFN. Not that TTFN. How many times we gotta do this?
Every time.
Every single time.
Mhm.
It just keeps going.